Hey guys, it's 4Track Guy, and I'm gonna do a review on Itp Cryptids. This tire size is 30 by 10 by 14 inch, and I'm gonna get this right out of the way. How the true height of the Itp Cryptids here. So give me a second. Okay, guys. So the true height there is about 29.5 inches, and that's a 30 by 10. The 30 by 9s are, I think, 29s or just under 29. So the 10s are a lot taller, almost true height. This is with 4.5 psi. So I don't know if you guys can see that pretty good, but it's about 29.5, give or take. The width is about 9.5, let's call it. Hold that there. 9 3/4, sorry, hold on. So the tread is 9 5/8. So let's call it 9.5 wide. On the site, it says they weigh, I think they weigh 41 pounds. So they're a decently light tire out there for a 30-inch mud tire. I put 10 wides on the Honda RINCON 680. The only downside I've had with these tires is they make the machine float. It's really hard to control. Like, it's bad. I can't put all 4 tires down. It's got to be on 2 tires or you just tip over. I got no steering. It's brutal. So I'm gonna try a set of 30 by 9s by 14s. But anyways, so I've had these for 6 rides, I think now. Yeah, 6 rides.
What the fuck?
So the tire weighs 53 pounds, and I do believe the MSA diesel rims weigh 12 pounds. So it is 41 pounds for the 10 wides. And the Cryptid true tire weight is about 41 pounds with no rim. And that's a 30 by 10 by 14 inch. I think they're a pretty good tire. I've had them for 6 rides, and I've been through a couple of mud events. These things have done amazing, way better than I would have ever thought. So I'm quite impressed with these tires. I didn't know the limits. I didn't even push the limits that hard. These things just keep coming out on top. Now it is 10 all the way around. The machine's a lot lighter than like an MXR Outlander or Renegade. It's a pretty light machine, so it does stay on top. I do have the diff lock, that makes a big help too, but these are honestly amazing mud tires. I have 0 complaints about them. They work great in SKEG, they work great in mud, they crawl out of holes. Like, they just work great. 1.5 inch lug in the center to a 2 inch on the outside here. Sidewall lug, there isn't really much of a sidewall lug. I don't know if you guys can see at all, but there is a slight bit. It's sticking out like 1/8 of an inch. So there's not much of a sidewall on it, but the tire does its job. I haven't got stuck. Well, I've gotten stuck, but I've been able to push the machine out by myself so far. So it's been pretty good. Pretty good tire. I like it for the mud. I've had it in sand. Works great in sand. Water wheelies, awesome. It works great in everything. Snow, I haven't tried it out in snow yet, so maybe next year I'll do a review and see how these things handle in the snow. So how smooth they are is pretty smooth. One of the smoothest mud tires I've ever had. Smoother than the Mega Mayhems I got here. Way more smoother. The only time they are rough is when you're on pavement and you're doing, I would say, under 5 kilometers. When you're going really slow, it shakes. You can feel the shake. But once you go past 5 kilometers, these things just smooth right out. I'm really impressed of how smooth these are, especially with the little gap in between everything. But I guess that center lug really, the center lug and the V shape maybe just works together and just gives you a really smooth ride. Zero complaints there at all. I don't think you're going to be able to find a smoother, aggressive mud tire. So these tires work pretty good in reverse, and they're not the best, but they work pretty good. You can usually back out a couple holes, it helps out, but it's not the best. I find swamp flats are one of the better tires to go in reverse in mud. Amazing. You would think it would catch better with the V shape, but it really doesn't. Maybe it's just how it clears out or whatever. Another thing I noticed was speed. These things work amazing in soft stuff with no bottom, as long as you go slow. If you go slow, let the machine just chew its way out. It's pretty impressive. I was fortunate enough to actually show up a couple of Renegades on 32 Assassinators with just these 30 by 10s. They had 32-inch Assassinators, so a lot bigger tire. I'm just quite impressed. I didn't think I was going to do it, but I got lucky. So really, I like these tires. I would definitely recommend them for anyone mudding. Probably not the most aggressive tire to go with, but a really good tire. I'm happy with them. Like I said, I'm gonna try to downsize to 9s and see how good they work. Maybe get back a little bit more power and keep the machine from floating. So I'm gonna give those a shot. Maybe I'll give you a little review. Hey guys, one thing I did notice with the Itp Cryptids is when you do get stuck, I was able just to jump off the machine and with a little throttle control, just get myself out of the holes. I've been pretty fortunate not to use my winch yet. That's one thing I really do like about these is if you do get stuck, you can usually push them out if you are lucky. You might get in some bad spots, you can't do that, but with these, I really like them for that. They just crawl right out. They grip onto something and crawl right out. So that's another advantage with the Itp Cryptids I like.